Jai Jagannath. Namaskar friends. Today in Property Brand Talks, we have Dr. Ashok Sahu with us, and he is former Executive Director HR Nalco, currently serving as an HR consultant, corporate trainer, master practitioner and trainer NLP. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Kajal. Thank you so much for inviting me for this session today.
So, sir, I would like to know, as we are all aware that you are Managing Director, Center for Human Development and Neurolinguistic Research. So, how has been the entire journey?
Yes. After my post-graduation, I have worked for around 36 years in both the private and public sector, out of which in Nalco I have worked for around 33 years in different positions, and in different capacity in all its unit. And after completing the stint in Nalco, which is one of the best public sector Navratan company, I thought that my experience and expertise, I should use it for the cause of the other people, other young professionals, students and all these things. And accordingly, I have now taken up the another assignment in Center for Human Development and Neurolinguistic Research Private Limited as the Managing Director. That's how we are spreading this professional knowledge among the students as well as the professionals in corporates.
We would also like to know from you, how do you see the employability and the new rising India, and where do you see the gap?
Yes, whatever you are telling is that I fully agree with you that in this new rising Odisha, employment potentials are there. Then the employer wants something, people availability or the employable people whom we are thinking that they are there in the labor market, there is a mismatch. And what employers want, why they want it, and how can we help in bridging the gap, that is more important. That is more important. And that is the reason that having a lot of employability opportunity, our people are not getting that required positions in the industry.
There are many employers who are complaining that they are not getting the right manpower after interviewing so many candidates for so long and trying hard to establish right people in right positions. How do you see that?
I fully agree with you, and I have discussed with some of the entrepreneurs and industry employers also. They are also telling the same thing what you are telling, that sir, we have the employment opportunity and we are searching out the right person to be employed with that right employability skill. Perhaps that is the area where we have to find out what the employer wants and what is the present position of their and then how can we bridge the gap. And if we bridge the gap, perhaps we can generate a lot of employment, and that may be in different areas, like in the skilled requirement. There are in professional or managerial requirement, and there are higher requirements. And in higher echelon, perhaps we don't have to work because people are there, those who know what their goal is and how they can come into. But in the middle level and in the skill level, maybe we have to work little bit to find out what is the requirement of the industry and where our people are there and how can we make them skill and make them fit to the industry.
So sir, as we have understood already that there is a huge gap between the employer's requirement and employability, how can we bridge this gap?
What I understand is that around 25 to 30% employer believe, although young people are there and they are not well prepared for employment, and that they need that employability skill, they seek their employability skill. And most of the director believe university should do something more to enhance the employability skill of their students at that level itself. So if you ask me, professional or these management students, I can tell you that there should be more academic and industry interaction should be there. And those who are having a lot of industry experience, whether it is in sales, marketing, logistics, HR or finance, mostly people should come and interact. And the type of field work or the summer intensive course what the students are doing, that should be compulsory and they should work rigorously, and that may bridge little bit of the gap. Thereafter there are many things they have to work on that, because only the subject domain they are getting the grasp on the subject domain in the university, whereas the behavioral competencies, the competencies for result orientation, the competency for conflict resolution, the conflict for the competency for negotiation skills, the competencies for managerial excellency, these are all important. And in addition to that, another thing is that how they should handle the failure. How should they handle the failure? These are the more important things which perhaps they should look outside, and each and every student must also get those competencies, must acquire those competencies to be industry fit. That's in nutshell what I would like to tell you.
So sir, if we talk about 5 important skills that industry looks for people who apply for managerial positions, what are they?
I will tell you that one is that business acumen, another is that leadership skill, decision making or negotiation and influencing skill, and for how they can meet the deadlines, then teamwork and cooperation, honesty and integrity, communication, reliability. These are all very, very important skills one has to acquire, and industry is looking for that. Everybody want that I should get a ready-made thing, not that I will go for again train the people. They want ready-made people. That's what I believe.
So how do you feel, sir, regular training and acquiring new skills can help in enhancing the entire organizational performance?
We have seen this pandemic this time. What happened? Everything got shuttered, and people were not knowing how to work through online, what is work from home, and you see lot of things at that point of time changed the new behavior, new workplace, everything got changed. And in that particular situation, if we are not making ourselves fit to work for the future requirement, we always tell that this is a VUCA world, it's a volatile, uncertainty, complex and ambiguous world. And if we are not making ourselves fit, that means we have to go on adding resources to our knowledge. And unless we do that, perhaps we can't just accommodate in the future when there is a sudden requirement is coming. People think that training or learning is an expenditure. I must tell you, it's not an expenditure. It's an investment. And if it gives you back, there is a ROI calculation for this, return on investment, how I can get that here. And there people learn many things, and they are keeping abreast of the recent development, whether it is in the skill domain, whether it is in behavior domain, whether it is in the competency domain. So training and learning is one of the important aspect, and every one of the industries should note it.
So sir, you very rightly mentioned that training is important. You being an NLP trainer and practitioner, how do you think it is important and it enhances the individual and the professional?
When I am talking about NLP, there are three parts. One is neuro, another is linguistic, and another is programming. What is neuro? That is your thinking process. The way you use your senses, we have got 5 senses. The way you use your senses to understand what is happening around you is neurology. And then the linguistic, your words, your body language, both your words and body language. From you use that, and how do you influence you and others around you through your linguistic. And third is that programming, that is your behavior. How you organize your ideas and reactions, and how this affects you and others, and how it programs to give you the desired result that you want to improve your efficiency as well as the organization's efficiency. That is basically what we believe is the NLP. And I will tell you one more thing. When we tell that psychology is the study of human behavior, neuro linguistic programming, NLP, is the study of human excellence. So that's how we work on that and prepare the future generation how they can be more efficient through the use of linguistic, use of therapy, and other dimensions, which we have different programs for that, and we work on that. And I believe that that is definitely going to help the student community, that is going to help the professionals, whether it is sales, marketing, as I have told, HR, finance, any domain in the industry, and up to the level of the director level, everywhere, because this gives you result. So that's why we tell that NLP is that which works and also replicates.
So, sir, I would like you to enlighten us more on the working professionals who are working in different industries, different sectors, and who are struggling every day due to their own personality. I would say not say disorders, but some kind of minor things which are a part of the behavioral trait. Someone may be negligent, someone may be there are issues. People say that I'm stuck in certain situations,
Right.
and they want to change but they are not able to. So how do you think they should change it, and how do you think NLP will help in this?
In fact, let me tell you, NLP is dealing in all the different fields of profession. As I have already told you, whether the sale, whether it is HR, whether finance, whether it is education excellence, production, productivity, everything. Like how do you build rapport? How do you go for agreement frame? How do you go for conflict resolution? Within that, we use a linguistic and we use therapies. And we have got different level of this NLP, where we tell that this NLP associate practitioner, then practitioner, then master practitioner, like that. And all these things gives you a lot of insight to know the human response, human behavior, and study them and also work on them. How one can enhance his or her personality, and how one can be result oriented, how can have this professional excellence which will help the industry in getting the desired output. And these are different levels are there, and so many, as I have told you, there are processes and there are therapies are there. So I think people have to learn that people have to learn that.
I would like to ask you an important question, which is that because everyone claims to be occupied with a lot of stuffs, right? We all say that, हम busy हैं, हम पाखरे time होनी, we are all stressed out, and there are works we are counting on, ये नहीं हुआ, ये बाकी है सारी चीजें. So how to manage time well?
In fact, we all have the same 24-hour time, whether it is the highest authority in the country or the lowest attendant in your office. We all have 24 hours time, and there we have to manage our time. But and telling to manage our time is perhaps more easier than to really manage it. So we have to be more effective in work. Then set and achieve inspiring goals. Set your goal and divide it, and then how you are achieving those set targets, and organize your personal and professional life. That is again more important. How do you organize your own personal and professional life? Make better decision. I am not telling the right decision, because things may be right or wrong, and it all situational, and at one point you feel that this is the right decision. Somebody may tell that no, this is not the right decision, so I am not going into that. But how you can make better decision so that your time is saved. And then another thing is that enjoy better work-life adjustment. Why I am telling adjustment? Because I am not telling work-life balance. It cannot be balanced. It cannot be balanced 50%, 50%. It has to be something. It has to be adjusted, and that you have to see how you do that. And then you have to create a habit for work. Create a habit for work. That has to be a habit. And then how do you manage your workload? How do you give priority to which work you are going to do, and which work you are going to leave for this time and then attend it? And you must appreciate the value of time. Must appreciate the value of time. Lot of us, we do not appreciate the value of time. हम सोचते हैं कि procrastination, ठीक है यार बाद में देखते हैं ना, like that. And know and do what matters to us. What matters to me? ये मुझे चाहिए, ये मुझे करना है. I must do that. And if it is not a priority, then why I am going after that? If it has to be done, it has to be done. And then achieve what you keep meaning to. जी ये मेरा मतलब का चीज़ है. This I have to finish it, and I have to finish it. These are some of the things perhaps that will make you more productive, that will reduce your stress, and that will achieve balance in life, that will avoid what you say meltdown, or like something what आमे कौन था ओडिया रे कौन को जे depression भलिया जाचे. And then this will give you more confidence also. This will give you more confidence.
Gives a lot of confidence.
And so and it will help you in get things done and achieve your goal.
So sir, as you very rightly mentioned that work-life adjustment is important, how do you see the company process is important in entire performance on the personal and organizational level? How do you see the clarity in assignment and delegation? All these things are important to be made and to be even communicated.
There has to be a clarity about your job role. Once you have the clarity of your job role, that this is my job, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 I have to do. There are different jobs are there, then there are different tasks are there, and then in the task there are different activities are there. So you have to define all these things, and then set that, as I was telling, that set your SMART goal: specific, measurable, attainable, and within the time. Make a schedule. Revisit and revise your plan. Like we tell that plan, do, check, PDCA. That you have to do. And then you find out what are your KRS, key result areas. Once you find out your key result areas, you think that, or you plan and prepare ki in that key result areas what are the activities that I am going to do, whether it is a monthly activity, whether it is a quarterly activity, whether it is a weekly activity, whether it is a daily activity. And once you do that and stick to that, then perhaps you can achieve much better result. And number two is that there should not be any duplication of work. That same thing I am doing, same thing somebody else is doing. No. So that should not be any duplication. There has to be a clear cut boundary. And what happens is that when you are having more hierarchical system, then that gets stuck up at different level, and maybe 3 or 4 people they are working on the same thing. And if you see the KRA, he will also, I will tell that yes, I am doing this work, my boss will also tell that I am doing this work, and his senior will also will tell that. That means the appraisee, the reporting officer and reviewing officer, all three will tell that I am doing the same work. So there is a mismatch, or there is a overlapping of work. That should be clearly defined. What is my role as a junior manager, what is my role as a middle management, what is my role as a senior management. And if we work on that, those KRAs, and then those are those roles, then tasks and the activity, perhaps we can plan it in a more methodical way or more scientific way. And how do we take a strategic decision on that? That will be more important perhaps.
So sir, what do you suggest the students to be prepared for campus, from campus to corporates?
What I have seen with the students, that they need a little bit guidance, and there are a lot of clients, those who are coming for spot selection to the campus, and in that there is a horde of people, those horde of students, those who are competing for getting selected. What I will suggest is that one major point is that how they should write their resume. How they should write their resume. That is number one. Number two is that how they should communicate with the interviewer. How they can study the interviewer and how they can communicate the interviewer so that the interviewer is inclined to take them. Number three is that how group discussion, they should lead the group discussion. Number four is that how they should have the linguistic in the personal interview, and how they will prepare, they will exhibit their body language. Number five is that they must go for a mock interview. They must go for a mock interview. So I feel that these 5 things are more important for those students, those who are facing interview for the first time or for the second time also, till they get selected. So that's what I feel is required for them.
Sir, you very rightly said what the student should be prepared for. Can you please give us a very quick success mantra?
You see, there is no quick success mantra. You have to work hard to achieve your goal. I will tell you one sentence, that if you are doing better than what you are yesterday, that is success. And if you are asking me the few steps, what will lead you to success, that I can tell you that you have a plan, number one, that you have a deadline. Number 3 is that self-discipline. Number 4 is self-control. Self-control. And number 5 is that you focus, have a focus. And number 6 is that have a system in place. And number 7 is that all this planning, everything is correct. And if you do not take action on that, then you are not going to get the result. So 7th is take action. So quickly if I submit, then you have a plan, a deadline, a self-discipline, self-control, focus, system in position and action for execution, and that will definitely give you success in your whatever endeavor you are taking in life.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. It was a great learning session. I personally learned a lot of things, and the viewers will also learn.
Thank you so
And thank you for so much of your time. And I would like to invite you for another session because हम ये सीखने की opportunity नहीं छोड़ना चाहते हैं. So we would invite you to be with us for another session, and we'll talk in detail. I'll try to learn, and other people will also try to learn and include those things in day-to-day life so that they can get better results. Thank you.
Thank you, Kajal. That will be my pleasure to come here and again share my experience and share my knowledge with all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks a
you,
lot.
everyone. Thank you.